about to begin. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm not even sure if it's working. Fuck me? See, that's just not cool, man. Good evening, folks. Good evening, you late wakers. Harmful opinions made me hate autistic people. Really? It was him what did it? It was him what did it? It was him what convinced you? Harmful exaggerations. Good morning, everybody. Autistic people suck before harmful opinions. Some of them probably, yeah. I've met some pretty cool autistic people. And I've met some really not cool autistic people. It's almost like autistic people are just like normal people, in that they come in different flavors. Some of them are cool, some of them are assholes. I'm starting to feel like that. I'm starting to feel like there's kind of a correlation between like autists and humans. They might be. You know what I mean? It might be related somehow. Is there anything good that the Star Wars prequels have spawned? No. Sorry, I really thought hard about it for a second. I really did. I guess Darth Maul was kind of cool before he went out like a bitch. Autism is not real. I'd love to be talking, but I'm too busy coughing. Jesus. Oh my goodness, dude. Weed, though. Lag like a bitch, huh? What am I smoking? It is pretty good. Pineapple Express stuff. Jesus Christ. Britt Keane made videos about the Mandela effect. I don't really have any thoughts. I'm not super familiar with it. And I'd rather not be Brett Keane and make a video pretending that I know anything about it. I really don't. Jesus Christ. What'd do, guys? What'd do? Sorry about the coughing. I'm working on it. Notice you and you'll suck the manatee cock. You've been noticed. Go suck it. Get to sucking that manatee cock, yo. Certainly ain't gonna suck itself. Ever played BioShock? Yeah. It's a great it's a great game. Oh my god, dude. Are you really trying that the third time, dude? A third time? A third time, dude? A third time, though. It's 2 times wasn't enough. A third time. Maybe I'll see it and make it happen a third time. What the fuck, dude? The fuck is wrong with the world? Why are people like they are? Would you mind saying what you find disappointing in World of Warcraft? It's the same game all the way through. Like, you start out and it's like, go kill 12 mangy wolf pups and bring me their pelts. And then at level 80, it's like, go kill 3 crystalline hobgoblins and bring me their pelts. That's my biggest problem with World of Warcraft, I guess. It just remains the same game. It never changes. It's the same game. It's just these little mini games up until level 80. I don't know. I know you get raids and dungeons and ranked PvP, and there are side things to do, but all of it kind of funnels back into the main game, which is, and even dungeons really are kind of the same thing, aren't they? They're like boss fights. So instead of going and killing 12 mangy wolf pups, you're getting together with 12 of your friends and killing one big wolf pup, which I know a lot of people think is way different, but for me it's not. It just never changes. I know, I mean, some of the bosses have different tactics and shit, and everybody's like, whatever. Repetition is how you get addicted. I mean, I played for a while, and I just got tired of the same shit. Paul's a cool guy. Fat, though. Yeah. Poontang is a funny word. I agree. It really is. I wonder, like, where it came from. Is that an actual Vietnamese word for vagina? Is it poontang? I don't know where that came from. But it is a pretty funny word. Do I play Overwatch? Yeah, from time to time. Is this replacing Periscope? Yes. Yes, I probably won't be doing Periscope anymore. This is just far superior. Poontang clan. Poontang is well, I know it's Vietnamese. Well, I mean, I knew it kind of became popularized around the Vietnam War. I just didn't know if it's actually a word or if it's some slang. Mortal Kombat fan? Yeah, man. Yeah, I like 1 and 2 are my favorites. So have you heard about Year Zero WikiLeaks dump? The CIA can hack your car. Well, we already knew that. We already knew that, right? That's what happened to Paul Walker, right? Dinor, could you please chew that bone elsewhere? Paul, are you and the guys going to do more on that idiot pastor who killed that chick? Sprays insecticide in people's faces to heal them. I don't know why he's still alive, much less not in prison, much less still has a congregation. You know what I mean? I don't know how that happened. Favorite Pearl Jam song? Evolution, probably. Do the Evolution. Ramon. Is that Razor Ramon, dude? Razor Ramon. what I think of the Naked Ape versus the Amazing Atheist debacle. I don't know, dude. I haven't really been paying attention to the latest drama. I know that TJ is beefing with Harmful Opinions right now. I haven't seen any videos. I don't even know if he uploaded one or not. Let's take a look. YouTube shilling and editorial integrity. Oh, it's very new. I guess it just went up. Cool. I'll have to watch that. Would I blow a hobo for some nickels? Yeah, dude. Looking homeless? Yeah. I actually, like, rolled out of bed, so I should be looking pretty homeless. I passed out earlier and woke up and couldn't get back to sleep, so here I be. I look like shit. What happened to the ego answers? I mean, this is kind of it, right? I do Q&As the entire time I'm sitting here. My favorite comic book superhero? I mean, it's kind of hard. Like, I don't really like the heroes. I was always, like, such a fan of the villains that I never really got into many of the heroes. I mean, I liked Wolverine, but I liked Sabretooth more. I liked, who else was I kind of into? Gambit was kind of cool. But he was, I don't know. I liked the super villains. Thanos was my favorite villain, and I liked all the super villain guys. Street Fighter main? I mean, I don't really have a current Street Fighter main. Back in the day, it was Dhalsim for a while. Now I'd say I'd probably main Zangief, if anything, at Street Fighter. Like, we're talking Street Fighter 2. Like, I'm not talking, like, current Street Fighters. I don't really have a main. Marvel before DC, for sure. I've beaten Dragon Age a million different fucking times, dude. I love the game, but there's only so many times you can play it. I played a lot of the old SNES games. Dude, yeah, I have no editorial decision making in your intro, dude. You gotta. I liked what I saw. You gotta make it happen, man. What I saw looked better than what we have, so. Gonna play Mass Effect Andromeda. I'll probably play it eventually. I'm not really all that excited for it, though. Maybe it'll end up being great, but it doesn't look like it's going to be all that great. I need to go on Joe Rogan. I don't even think Joe Rogan knows who I am, so that's going to be a tough thing to do. Will you ever plan on being a huge shill like TJ in the future? Yeah, well, I'm aspiring to be, you know. Aspiring to be. But go anyway. Have you ever tried selling or growing weed? No. I've never sold or grown weed. How do you find porn? Go on the internet and go to www.google.com and then type porn. And then the porn will happen. Check Twitter when I ain't busy. Nigga, I'm always busy. I'm always busy. I got my finger in a lot of pies, my friend. My sleep cycle is fucked. My sleep cycle is non-existent. The pain that I'm in keeps me from sleeping full nights, so I get chunks. I get chunks where I can. Eventually, my back will calm down and I'll be able to go back to sleep. But until then, here I be. Busy smoking weed all day. Yeah, exactly. Because that's all I be doing. An 18 plus meetup in LA again. I mean, I don't know if it really makes sense for us to do an all ages venue in a place like LA. Like, I don't know if that's cool or not, but. Weed helps for sure. For sure. What is one band you feel is very underrated? I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't really pay much attention to the ratings of bands or movies or anything, so I really don't care when people don't like a certain band, or I don't feel like I'm an evangelist for bands here and there. Like, if I like music, I listen to it. I don't really try and get other people to like it. Do I like eggs? Yeah, dude, I like eggs. What heroes do you play in Heroes of the Storm? I like all the weird ones. So I play, my main is Abathur, and then I play like Lost Vikings, Rexar, Gazlo, any kind of weird meme of a character, Murky. Should you name a strain Glanderson Booper? Sure. Yeah, I like playing the trolley characters that nobody really knows how to play against because nobody ever plays them. Cho'Gall. Me and Fancy Badger like to play Cho'Gall together. Do you think it removed any kind of depth MOBAs have? I don't think so at all. Heroes of the Storm is not as technically hard to get into as a game like Dota 2 or League, but the fundamentals of MOBAs are there, and really all they've done is just removed some of the busy work from MOBAs and replaced it with objectives that kind of force team fights and quicker matches on different kinds of maps that have different themes and different objectives. I really like what it's done. I think it's added its whole different layer. I mean, look, you can't just jump from League of Legends into Heroes of the Storm and kick everybody's ass because it's somehow a stripped down league. Heroes has its own thing, its own way of being played, its own strategies, and if you don't know them, you get fucked on. Just like in League. Vice versa, somebody that learned on Heroes couldn't just pick up League and expect to dominate. They're going to get fucked on. League is the same way. It's not like some kind of, oh, this is like training wheels MOBA. It's like, if you've never played it, come over and play a game and get fucked on. And then learn the game and don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's the hardest game to pick up. In fact, I think it's one of the easier ones to pick up because it's accessible. You know, easy to learn, hard to master, that type of thing. What's the story behind my Snake Preacher YouTube channel icon? I was in a show called Handler, Fresno City College back in the day, and it was a promotional shot taken by the newspaper because they wrote a review of the piece, and that was in the newspaper. And the newspaper sent me a picture. Like, I called them and asked them if they could send me a print, and they did. And I scanned that. And that's the picture. Let me play Lucio and heal you while licking your asshole. Cool. That sounds great. Any particular reason you guys picked Berlin to go to, the blandest and most unnecessarily sprawling city in Germany? I think all of us are very interested in the recent history of Berlin being split, and all of the history involving that, and seeing the different museums and landmarks dedicated to that. Also, despite its bland and sprawling nature, I've heard Berlin knows how to fucking party, so I guess we'll see. I've heard Barliners know how to party. Hey, pimp, what up, man? Pimp Monk in the fucking house. Dick like a motherfucking mouse. That was mean, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said it. I just did rhymed with house. I got a dick like a mouse, too. I ain't whatever. Yes, we'll be visiting Scotland. We'll be in Edinburgh. Laddie. That's more Irish, I guess. No, that was Scottish. Never, well, who cares? All you people are the same. Yeah, we'll be in Edinburgh. Why not Finland? Because I didn't get to pick the roster this year. Next time we go, I'll have way more input. Like this time, I didn't feel like I should give input on where we should go because I've never been. So I was like, look, I'm going to go wherever these guys go. Because just going to one of these countries would be awesome for me. Getting to go to all of them, and they're all places that I want to go. So Finland, Sweden, Norway, those are all on my list. I want to go to Ireland one day. These are all places we're not going to visit this time around. But will you do another Drunken Peasants Vimo special? Vimeo? Is that what you're talking about? We're working on a Young Turks one now. We've got one more hour or so of shit to film. The fuck am I doing up at 4 a.m.? I mean, the fuck are you doing up at 4 a.m., man? You ever ask yourself that? What the fuck are you doing up? But you don't worry about me. What are you doing up? It's past your bedtime. I pulled 2 wisdom teeth and I'm feeling like shit. Give me a shout out to Hack Hank, dude. Feel better with your fucking wisdom teeth, bro. I mean, goddamn, dude. That's awful. Well, at least you got some good drugs. Hopefully, they give you some painkillers. Definitely don't abuse those. I love to edit, yeah. I'm going to be spending a lot of these waking hours editing. So, once I get my channel rolling and stuff. Could you play Metro 2033 on a stream someday? Yeah, man. I hope. I probably will. I'm hoping to jump back into doing more streaming around, I don't know. Rage Feed is going to be kind of the area that we do all of that. Yeah, man. I'll be doing these streams whenever I get the hankering to, just like I used to do Highdeas. You know, once a day, once every other day, something like that. Game reviews rather than streams. I'm not real super interested in reviewing video games, I guess. I mean, I might do game reviews on my channel. They'll probably be horror themed games because that'll be the theme of the channel. But I'll probably do some reviews and talk about them. Cunt busting erotica, dude. Cunt busting. Are you going to do a meetup in Scotland when we're there? I don't know. We'll probably do... I mean, look, we might not do an official meetup in every city that we're in, but we will probably, like, announce, you know, hey, we're going to go to this bar tonight if anybody wants to come chill. So we'll definitely be around in Edinburgh. Why did I quit making content on this account? I just, you know, YouTube was a hobby for me back in the day. And like all other hobbies, they get set to the side when life takes precedent. I never really took YouTube all that seriously. I never looked to make money on it. So it wasn't like I was like, man, I got to get more content out. It was just cool to have a place to go, like, you know, dump my thoughts whenever I wanted to. Get feedback on them. Are you and your ex-wife on good terms? No. Paul, do a detention walkthrough? Silent Hill? Maybe. I don't know. I'll check it out. How's it feel going to a place where loads of people want to see me? I mean, what do you mean, like doing these meetups and stuff? It is kind of weird. That part of it is weird. I'm not used to that sort of thing yet. I'm not used to like there being groups of people that want to come and meet me and shake my hand and stuff. How long do you think it will be until religion starts becoming obsolete? A very long time. Do you hate her? Are you talking about my ex-wife? No, not at all. Why did we break up? Because we're fundamentally different people and different goals, different ideas for what we wanted in life, and those things were not things that were reconcilable. So to continue being together would require one or both of us to subvert what we wanted in life to a great degree to appease the other. And that's not good for either of us, in my opinion. No, I'm talking about my ex-wife. Ashley and I are fine. You froze up at a DP meetup because you have issues with large crowds. Yeah, it's kind of rough. You know, I'm not a huge fan of big crowds of people either. So, I'm a Marxist, Leninist, socialist, communist, Stalinist. I have not watched TJ's new video, no. And I've never done stand-up, no. Good morning. Since you've been in Seattle, have you been tempted to visit the house where Kurt Cobain died? I haven't been tempted to, no. I don't really feel a connection with the places people died. It's not really a point of pilgrimage. I might visit his grave at some point. And I certainly want to go to I think it's called the Mopop or whatever museum. It's got a big Kurt Cobain exhibit and a big Jimi Hendrix exhibit. Mocap, is that what it is? I don't know. Anyway. Dude, if the neutral party comes to a DP meetup, I will rip the mask from your face and reveal you to the world. I will reveal you! Is Scotty ever nice to TJ? Sometimes. That's not really their relationship, though. That's, they're brothers. They're there to, as iron sharpens iron, so does one man sharpen another. That old Bible thing. That's Scotty and TJ. That's a very brotherly kind of relationship. Do you see psychedelics as drugs or medicine? Depends on the purpose you take them for. I mean, they're testing microdosing LSD. They're testing larger doses, but still smaller, on the smaller end, doses of psilocybin for treatment of depression, anxiety, PTSD. They've had some very remarkable results there. So certainly it seems like these things can be medicine. But I have taken them not for medicinal purposes and enjoyed myself, so they can be used as a drug as well. I'm not a huge Pearl Jam guy. I kind of went down the Nirvana path. I liked Pearl Jam back in the day, don't get me wrong. You heard me sing Temple of the Dog. Yeah. I like a lot of 90s alt rock stuff, I grew up, that was kind of my genre as a kid. So, the music of my childhood. I love the Beatles. My mom's a huge Beatles fan, and she passed that along. How left do you consider yourself to be on the political spectrum? I'm not actually really. When I take the stupid tests, because they're all couched within like, the assumption that the current system is in place, and they give you these 50-50s. I never end up like all the way over to the left or anything, but I have a feeling that I'd be pretty far left outside of that. If these general concepts were expanded to include the complete dismantling of, the way we do things and the replacement of those things. When you were a teacher, did anyone find out? I was never a teacher. I worked for the school district. I was a technology consultant for the school district. And no, not really. I don't think anybody knew I was an atheist. It just never really came up. How did I get that job? I applied. I mean, it also helped that I had a brother-in-law that worked there. That really is how you have to get those kind of jobs. Nepotism is kind of the way things go at school districts, especially in small towns when those types of jobs are really coveted. People tend to get jobs via recommendations from people that already work at the school district, and that's how they kind of get through the interview process and get a chance. Favorite Star Trek? My favorite Star Trek series is probably The Next Generation. I watched that every day when it was new, when I was a kid, and I've seen every episode of it. It's who you know, not what you know. That's really true when it comes to those types of jobs. If you know somebody that is already doing the kind of job that you like or want to do, then you have a foot in the door in that industry in a big way. Please shave my head. I'm not going to do it. Thoughts on Rick and Morty? I like them, man. It's fun. It's a fun little show. It gets a little old. It's a little fast-paced for me. Modern cartoons tend to be. It has a tendency to be a little bit back and forthy, and I get a little overwhelmed with it, so I can't really watch it end to end to end, but I like to pick up an episode here and there, and I've seen most of them now. I don't think I'm too old to do theater. I just think that my free time, as it exists now, really doesn't support me being able to do theater at this point, which is kind of sad, but it really is the truth. I don't think that I could commit to the time commitment of a theater show. I'd love to, but as it stands right now, don't see it happening. You watched your video several years back and that left a considerable impression. Well, cool, man. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you're still hanging around. I've considered voice acting, but if you talk about a business that it's really hard to break into, voice acting is one of those businesses. People typically want to hire established actors to do their voice acting. They're not really combing the internet looking for people that can do voice acting. And I don't really have the timbre of voice that would be best for a voice actor. My voice is a little forward in my face, a little nasally. So I don't really have the greatest voice for that anyway. But it sure would be fun. You guys hang in there for just a second. I'm gonna go grab something to drink. I'll be right back. Ooh. I'm a beast. I'm a man. How about I take you guys on a little magical journey? How's that? You want to come with me? Let's walk over to the window. It's a little stuffy in here. So I'm going to open up the window. And we'll take a look at what's going on in the city tonight. I like this little... I don't even know if it's really a segment, but I guess it could be. We could call it What's Going On in Bellevue Tonight. Here's Bellevue. Let's open up the window. Let's get the sound. It's pretty much the dead of night in the city here. So, not a lot of sound at all. Some cars, I guess. It's the parking lot. Yeah, the looking out the window segment, man. Cool. I like it. Now, I've got a little air flowing through here too. So, happy. Dude, people that are all like, yeah, you doxed yourself showing out your window and stuff. Brett Keane did that months ago. He did it months ago. My address has been out there for a very long time. So I can show you guys out my window. It doesn't really matter. Any suggestions on how to get your life together? That depends on how your life is apart. I'd have to know more about you, man. You know, there's no general advice that I've got for you other than, you know, to kind of make a list, I guess. Get some priorities. Balls deep? Sure, we can do some balls deep if you want. Those of you that might be new to it, Balls Deep is a little segment we do here on the show where I answer only the deepest, most personal of questions. We go deep. You ask meme questions, dude, they don't get answered during Balls Deep. That's the way it works, man. You were charged, Jared Fogle, dude. Almost got me. Nice meme. You dislike because this is my 6th Highdeology video? Ugh, fuck off. Well, let me help you out, dude. So you won't have to dislike anymore because it's really pretty much all I'm going to be doing on this channel. So there you go. Now it's no longer a problem for you. You're gorn. Do I feel guilty over my divorce? No, I don't. I mean, I feel guilty about hurting my ex-wife. And I did. I hurt her feelings. I broke her heart, whatever you want to call it. I feel guilty about that. I don't like that. But, you know, I can't, the end result is that we weren't compatible and what happened needed to happen. And so I don't really carry around. I just banned that poor, dude, he was telling me he hated this. He hated, it was like 6th Highdeology in a row. And he's like, man, fuck off. And I was like, dude, let me help you. I helped him out, dude, and ban him. Now he just doesn't have to be disappointed anymore. Do you feel like your depression has receded or become exacerbated due to gaining popularity on the peasants? Not really either. My depression is at the level it's at now because of work that I've done outside of the peasants. You know, like hard work, personal counseling, and years of introspection and therapy. Should you delete Periscope? I won't be using it anymore. So if you had it on there for me, then yeah. I'm done with Periscope. Give me 1 second, guys. I forgot my fucking drink. I got up to get a drink in the first place. And better stay out. You better stay out. You better stay out. Out. All right, continuing with balls deep. Continuing. If you were stranded in a spaceship with a bunch of people in suspended animation, would you wake one of them up? Probably, yeah. I'd probably brush the ice, off of all of the cryopods and find the hottest chick and accidentally wake her up. And then eventually, after a while, we'd be like, look, we have to propagate the species. We have to reproduce. Otherwise, we're dead. Okay, it's very possible that we could be out here forever, floating in the abyss. We gotta fuck. And then we do, and then we float around in space and fuck. Right? Kill the rest, yeah. Pull all the plugs on the rest and let them die. And then just be like, I can't believe it, you survived. Just rape her. Fucking pimbung, dude. That's not cool. Jesus Christ. Dude, I hope we don't end up in cryo sleep with Pimp Monk, man. He will straight up fucking rape you. It's a good thing cryo sleep doesn't exist. I don't even really like the whole idea of cryo sleep anyway. It just, it's some stupid way for them to dance around the problem that, it would take us fucking 4,000 years to travel to the nearest habitable star system. So they're like, oh, they were in cryo sleep. It's yeah, and meanwhile, back on Earth, everybody that they've ever known and loved is dead. Our civilization has probably ended. It doesn't make any sense. But whatever. You're a medical cannabis grower and you're living in Colorado, considering moving to California for the better... Oh, dude, Cali's great. I mean, I don't know much about Colorado, but Cali is fucking beautiful, man. If we invent the holodeck, would human civilization fall due to everyone preferring to live in fantasy? No, I think a lot of people would retreat to fantasy. But I think that there will always be people that want to operate in the real world and push things forward. If you wanted to kill yourself right now, should you be allowed to? I mean, look, you're allowed to. Nobody's telling you you're not allowed to. Obviously, a person determined enough to kill themselves can do it, and nobody can really stop them. And I don't really make the argument that it's not your right to do it. The selfishness argument, though, I would counter with the fact that there is somebody out there that cares about you, that loves you, that you will be leaving with a ton of questions and blame, a ton of ugliness in their life. And that is why it's selfish, because your suffering is over and you don't have to deal with the fallout, but you leave behind the people that cared for you. That's why it's selfish. Did Steve Shives do 9/11? He might have. It's utterly possible that he did. I wouldn't rule it out.
Powering on.
Jesus. Cool. We got some RPG video game music going. Get JonTron on DP. You guys are in a better position to do that than I am. You take 5 medicines. You take 5 medicines for the selfish mint. Paul, someone who suffers with severe mental illness, you take. The selfish. I mean, I agree. I don't really bring up the selfishman argument. I mean, I think I don't walk around and tell people that they're selfish for being suicidal, but he brought it up. Music is not for you, dude. It's video game music, Pimp Monk. It's video game music, dude. It's royalty free. You can play it, dude. Doesn't it make you think of being a little anime girl running around in a world where slimes attack you every once in a while and stuff? Nothing makes you think of that. Yeah, the Shovel Knight soundtrack is awesome, man. Favorite pizza? Dude, I'm real kind of like... I'm pretty vanilla on pizza, man. I like pepperoni, black olive, mushrooms, maybe some jalapenos on there. I don't like to get too crazy with the toppings on pizza, because then it just becomes this giant, like, pile of shit that you can't eat. Yeah, dude, when Pimp Monk visits, he might be sitting right here doing some Highdeology, dude. Dude, are you trying to draw the secondary ban, Chad? By posting the thing that the other guy got banned for? You think I'm gonna pass out the gift of a ban to a pretender? Ban me, bitch. No balls. Nah. I think I'll let you, like, hang around with the name Jared Fogle for a while. Hurry up and ban me, man. This Jared Fogle joke is no longer funny. It's no longer funny, so ban me, bro. You got no balls. No. You get to keep that account, faggot. Keep that account. Pimp Monk's got 3 of them, dude. Paul, haven't you just become addicted to weed at this point? I know an addict when I see one, and you have telltale signs of that. Maybe I have, dude. Maybe I have. But if you were a person that knew what I was like sober, you would see why I use weed as a medication to even me out on the day-to-day. I do not do well sober. My brain does not do well sober. And weed is one of the only medications that I've ever taken that has helped me with that. Now, I've also been addicted to other drugs in attempts to medicate my mental illness. I was addicted to Effexor XR, and that drug made me functionally impotent and made me break out in flop sweats. It gave me weird dizzy spells, and it was to treat my mental illness. And I took it for over a year, And when I decided that it was the side effects were too much, I had to come off of it, and I was addicted. My body had become dependent on the Effexor, and when I went off of it, it was awful. So, I don't know that I'm addicted to weed. I certainly can go 2-3 days straight without even really bothering to think about weed if I need to. I know that over the long term, I start to kind of slip into old bad habits when I'm off of weed. I'm willing to cop to being addicted. I think it's a little deeper than that, but is my behavior primarily motivated by rational thought or emotion? I don't think either one of them wins out. I think it depends on the situation. I do react emotionally to things. I also try and keep myself level-headed during times where I think it's possible, or where I think it's necessary to do so. I don't really rule out either of those reactions. Jared Fogel's addicted to kids. Man, that joke is getting funnier, bro. Aren't you glad that I didn't ban you earlier? Would you get bored of somebody that you love? Sure. Why not? What's the future of our college campuses? Depends on how far in the future you're talking about. I mean, I think that they're becoming less and less inclusive as time goes on, more segregated into this is my group and you're not allowed to come near my group. And so I'd say if things keep going the way that they're going now, you're going to see campuses where instead of having this free flow of ideas between people, you're going to have segregated little chunks of people that don't ever touch each other and that take specialized courses that agree with their particular proclivities, and that'll be that, right? Oh yeah, dude, I know. I went to community college. I went to a state college. I know the cost is retarded, and what you get for your money is not... It's not really commensurate with what you spend. How can we squash this kind of thinking? I don't know, man. I mean, people have got to want college to be worth it. And right now, I think people are just willing to let it be shit. Certain kinds of weed give me munchies. Indica tends to make me eat more. Sativa, which is what I'm smoking now, doesn't. So I kind of smoke sativa during the day, well, for other reasons too. And then in the evening time, like, I probably shouldn't be smoking sativa now, but I don't see myself sleeping anytime soon, though. What do I think of Sargon? I don't really. I don't mean to. I'm not trying to denigrate him. From the few things that I've seen, he seems like a smart dude. That's really all I know about him, though. I don't really watch his videos. I don't know much about him beyond his appearance on The Drunken Peasants and a couple of things that I've seen him involved in. I'm not really interested in his kind of content, so... Of course, I love Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, which this is from. What did you guys think of the fan reaction to Billy the Fridge episode was going to be? I don't know. I figured people would talk about it a lot, and I guess we were right about that. Sargon pretends to know what communism is. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Sargon seems like an intelligent dude and has some kind of a grasp on what communism actually is. I mean, give him the benefit of the doubt, bro. Mexican food isn't that bad. Dude, I'm telling you, dude, taco trucks, legit food. A lot of people skip over them because they think, ew, it's a taco truck. But I'm telling you, street food, especially like Mexican street food in America, if you find like a good taco truck that's doing like fresh corn tortillas and like, you know, like just simple street tacos with meat, cilantro, cabbage, you know. It's hard to beat that shit. Dude, you want me to turn... Let me see if I have stallion mode here. I don't know that I've got blue. Yeah, I really can't do blue. So I can't really approximate stallion mode. This is as close as I can come. Or this. This makes me look kind of stoned. Whoa. Hey guys, welcome to Highdeological. I don't know. Anyway. High vision. I'm kind of over it. I'll go to 8mm for a while though. I like this one. It makes me feel like I'm living in the 70s. Are we ever going to talk about things that affect teens? I guess if people ask me questions about things that affect teens, we'll talk about it. Do I enjoy skiing? I like snowboarding. I can't ski. I've been snowboarding a few times. It's been a long time, to be honest, since I've been snowboarding, but I've had fun doing it, so. Tubular, bro. Let's hit up that half pipe and shred, man. Let's shred, bro. Serial little girl message me. Uh-oh, dude. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, dude. I found the creeper. I found the creeper. Somebody saw somebody with little girl in their title and they're like, yo, send me a PM. I have a lollipop. I have a lollipop. Send me a PM. I'll give you a lollipop. Yeah, I figured you weren't actually a little girl. But I don't know that this other dude knows that. He's like, hey, serial little girl. Send me a PM. Oh yeah. Little girl drew my eye. Send me a PM. What's up, Europe? Lithuania? That's pretty cool, man. I guess we could do a What's Your 20? We haven't done that in a while. What is your 20? Let's see where people are watching from tonight. I'm in Bellevue, Washington. Where are you guys from? What's your 20? Where's everybody from? I'll read as many as I can. Scotland, Kentucky, New York City, Switzerland, Linwood, Washington. Cool. Finland, Southwest England, upstate New York, Ireland, Salem, Iceland, Tennessee, Canada, Holland, Toronto, Lithuania. Damn, dude. Germany, Norway. There's people all over. I guess doing streams at this time brings in the the people across the pond. Norway. Morgantown, West Virginia. I actually stayed there for a few months one time. Cool, man. Look. The global force here at Highdeology. Having global Highdeological discussions. That's pretty cool. Japan, Atlanta, cool. How often am I not high? I try and make that as seldom an occurrence as I can possibly manage, but usually at 1 or 2 times during every day. Yeah, I plan on switching to vaping. As you can see, my lungs ain't what they used to be. It is it is very early. Do I smoke to feel normal? No. I stay sober to feel normal. I smoke to feel slightly detached from my mental problems so that I can focus on things. This chat is on crack, yeah. Oh, where's G-Man been? I don't know, dude. I don't know. What are my thoughts on Ryby? She's a nice person. And I think she's funny. Paul, I used to surf until I nearly got drowned one day and got caught under a massive wave. Of course you should go back. If you loved surfing, dude, don't let one freak wave take away your hobby, man. If you feel the call of the sea, get back out there. Get back on your fucking board, man. You don't let one fucking freak wave beat you, dude? No, I'm not. Look, if you feel like you want to go do it, you should. You should listen to that. Take it slow, you know. Don't fucking shred the tube too hard your first day back out, bro. Don't rip the curl too hard, you know what I mean? Yeah, don't let one wave fucking stop you, dude. Fuck that wave. Next time you see a wave like that, you're gonna fucking ride it. You're gonna fucking paddle, you're gonna say, fuck it, let's do it. Yeah, dude, that's the way it works. Mr. Medicare on DP? Does he even make videos anymore? Cringe. I love how everything is cringe now. I just love it. I love how people have like taken a word that was really cool and descriptive and just like beaten it into the ground to the point where it just no longer means anything now, and now it's just like everything is cringe. Anything and everything is cringe. It's just like it's like punctuation now. It doesn't even really have any linguistic meaning anymore. It's just like, oh, cringe, you never make that cringe. It's like, no. Somebody being stupid is not cringe. Somebody being ignorant is not cringe. Cringe is something that makes you go, that's cringe. You know what I mean? Like, not anymore though. Cringe is just something you disagree with. Cringe. Egghead is cringe. Exactly. Egghead is cringe. You're being cringy. Dude, you telling me I'm cringy is really getting cringy, guys. It's starting to get cringy. Oh man, I just saw somebody do it again, dude. Dude, you telling me I'm cringe is starting to get cringy, dude. I'm starting to get cringe. Oh man. Dude, somebody did it again. Cringe, dude. Cuck cringe, dude. Cuck regressive cringe, dude. Cuck regressive SJW cringe, dude. Cuck regressive SJW cringe, dude. Cuck regressive SJW cringe. Cuck regressive SJW cringe. That's what I'm seeing here. Cringe, dude. Cringe. Cuck cringe. Regressive cuck cringe. Beta cuck cringe. Regressive. I'm just saying, guys. The internet seems to like to take these words and run them into the ground, which I'm kind of fine with. I guess at least they come and go, you know. Eventually, the word becomes so broad that people just stop using it because it no longer has a meaning. And I guess cringe is one of those ones that needs to go away. I kind of liked cringe, but I'm fine with it going away. I'm fine with it becoming the next cuck or whatever, if that's the way. SJW's the next one, right? Anytime you disagree with somebody now, they're an SJW. Even if it has nothing to do with a social issue, people find a way to tie them to SJW-ism, and now it's like, so calling everybody an SJW is the new meaningless term. Which, if I were like a channel that based like myself around refuting SJWs, like all these new dudes, and had no basis in talking about anything else, I'd be shitting my pants. Because SJW, oh, you don't see it happening? You don't see arguments between people just that being thrown out as an accusation now? I see it all the time. You're triggered. Oh, you're triggered. You're a fucking SJW, bro. You're just like an SJW. Even within the anti-SJW community. Like, you see these fucking British guys that make their living doing this shit going, X guy of X is acting like a total SJW here. Aren't you an anti-SJW channel? Then why are you supporting the curtailing of free speech like an SJW? It's just all starting to fucking collapse on itself, dude. It ain't happened yet, but the writing's on the wall. Pretty soon, SJW is going to be in that pantheon of words that means absolutely fucking nothing. Yep. Triggered is over, because anytime you're passionate or engaged with something, you're triggered. Being triggered is supposed to mean you get butthurt about some social issue, and it causes you to freak out and lose your mind. Now, being passionate, being loud, being forward, being angry means you're triggered. So that's worthless now too. SJW is worthless, cuck is worthless, edge is worthless, because now everything is edgy. If you're not completely and utterly trollish, then you're being an edgelord. If you're trying to talk about something that's honest or real, or you're trying to do something outside of the norm of just normal like meme conversation, then you're edgy. So edge is gone. It just, and then pretty soon there's nothing left, which I'm fine with. Oh, they always do. Yeah, a new set of words will crop up. That's basically what the internet does. Yeah, let's bring Fuck Nugget back. I agree. Keck, yeah. I mean, this too shall pass. Trust me. They're running it. All these people that think like Kekistan is going to be a thing. Kekistan. Praise Kek. Kekistan. Praise Kek. Kekistan. Guys, anybody remember Kek? Kek? Where'd you go, Kek? Kek? They're just doing it. Everything's Kek. I'm Mr. Kek. Look at me, I'm Kek Man. Mr. Kek. Kekistan. 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 Kekistan? Glory be to Kek. It's over, dude. Kek, guys, right? Kek. Is it still funny, guys? Kek. Vape Nation. Vape Nation. Kek. Vape Nation. What? Where'd it go? Where's the Kek? Where's the Kek? Oh no, the Kek. Memes don't need to die. People just all want to be funny and use them. That's the problem, is like people see a funny meme and they share it with their friends. And everybody goes, ah, man, that's fucking funny. That's fucking funny. And then that person keeps going like, hey, man, he's a Kek. You're like, yeah, that was funny when you sent me that Kek, man. You're like, yeah, Kek. And then next time you see him, hey, guys, Kek. Kekity Kek. And you're like, yeah, Kek, man, right? Is Kek a thing? It's cool, though. That's what the internet does. Like, it's just, there are a few people that have an original idea. Things are funny for a while, and then everybody wants to dogpile. And look at me, I'm funny too, Kekistan. Anybody? Anybody Kekistan? Anybody? Pepe the Frog? Anybody? Pepe? Pepe? Cuck? You think human-like intelligence capable of meta-awareness and analysis is ultimately self-destructive on the species level? No. No, I don't. I don't think it necessarily has to be. I think in us, currently, it is. It seems to be. Gorms You Love. Yeah, go check out my Toothless channel, Gums You Love. You're gonna go sleep now? Alright. Sleep tight, pussy. No, this is Romancing Saga, I guess. Not a game that I've ever played, but pretty cool. It's a battle theme from Romancing Saga. Individual situation. Yeah, dude, individual situation, yeah. You think your views about humanity are largely based on negative dealings with them? What are my views on humanity? I kind of try and judge people on a person-to-person basis. I do my best to do that. I have some pretty nasty things to say about the electorate. But I kind of base those around what it does and what it elects, not negative run-ins I've had with people. Tips on how to get a beard? Yeah, I really do. And this is like super secret info, but I'll share it with you guys here. You stop shaving. Step one. Do that for about 6 months and you'll have a beard, probably. If you don't, like if you start growing it and it's patchy, then you're not old enough to have a beard, and you wait until you're old enough to have a beard. I do put oil in my beard, yeah, but you don't need to start doing that until you actually have a beard. Tips on how to colonize Mars now? You think I'm a Martian colonist? Like, I have no fucking idea. Pull our thumbs out of our ass and quit squabbling over petty bullshit and pool our resources to get a fucking mission there? I don't know. Yeah, but that would work. What weight oil in my... Yeah, dude. No, dude. 60 weight, dude. Heavy, thick oil. No, I'm kidding. I use Badger beard oil in it. Clench and grow my beard a little more. Alright, watch. You guys will be able to see it grow a little bit. You ready? Okay, there you go. See? A little, like, 1/4 inch. Did you see it? Pretty awesome, huh? Step 1, find a plant that could live there. Step 2, plant it and feed water on a suicide mission. Step 3, keep sending people as the plants grow. Okay. Dude, if you type in alternating caps, I'm not even gonna fucking look at your message, just for future reference, dude. You typed a fucking paragraph in alternating caps. It's... You'd like to see me in a debate with Sam Harris on the topic of AI? Why? Why do you want to see me slaughtered publicly? I don't even know what about AI I would debate with Sam Harris. I don't claim to be an expert on it. What game is this music from? Romancing Saga. Are you surprised that the CIA is spying on everyone? Is anyone genuinely surprised? You shouldn't be. Shouldn't be shocked, people. I've never taken Molly, so I guess often would definitely be out of the picture. Would I ever do a porn star? Maybe, depending. I really like Razor Fist, yeah. I don't agree with him, politically speaking. We got a lot of differences, but he's a smart guy. I like talking with him. I like that he's willing to argue. Stand his ground on a point. What a duper knob. We're having our first gym session this weekend, Saturday. So Ben and I are meeting for our first workout on Saturday. Will there be video on it? Probably not. I don't want people to see me huffing and puffing. I don't need humiliation in addition to the pain of losing weight. I'll just... Trust me, I have no choice but to take it easy at first. And Ben knows that. He's not going to try and kill me. No one wants to see that? Thanks. Appreciate that. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to be fucking mean. You gonna lift and do cardio or just lift? Both. I'll be doing cardio with a little bit of lifting. Do I get high before I exercise? I probably will, yeah. At least high before I stretch before exercising. What to do when you're lonely and have no friends? Find out why you have no friends and correct it. Maybe you live in a place where people suck. Get the fuck out of that place. Maybe you're shy and reserved and you kind of close yourself off to the possibility of making friends. Work to change that. course Coppercat was trolling. Of course he was. An overall negative view about the state of humanity. I've explained the nukes thing before, but we can talk about it here. Look, Bring on the Nukes is about if humanity is unwilling to orient itself towards saving its own hide, then what's the point of wallowing in our own misery for the next couple thousand years? Bring on the nukes. You know, like if we're not going to try, if we're going to continue to just wallow in our own defeat and continue compounding the problems instead of fucking tackling them, then why not just hit the button? You know what I mean? But whatever. I don't want to see it happen. I would rather humanity, like, get its shit together, stop squabbling over petty bullshit, realize that we're all on the same fucking ball of rock hurtling through space, and we ought to start treating each other like we're members of the same species instead of like some invasive species because of some arbitrary thing we put on the ground. Come together, figure out the problems together, pool our resources, share our resources so that nobody's hungry anymore. Like, I would rather that happen. But if we're not going to even advocate for that, much less orient ourselves towards it, then why not? Paul is projecting his own depression onto humanity. Yeah. You're right, dude. Things are hunky-dory and it's just my depression. You're right, dude. It's just my depression. Everything's fine, dude. Everything is great, in fact. Everything's great. Things are going wonderfully. We're doing wonderful things for the planet. The oil in the ocean, it's such a myth. You know how you like a massage with oil? The ocean's the same way. People are always saying that like oil in the ocean is a bad thing, that like it'll be thousands and thousands of years before that ever. It's bullshit, dude. The ocean loves oil. All right, the ocean loves a good infusion of oil. You know, and so does the wildlife in the ocean. Man has nothing to do with global warming. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. You're right. Everything's hunky-dory. It's just my depression. I'm just projecting my mental problems onto humanity. We're doing fine. We're doing great. We're great stewards of this planet. We're great people to one another. We treat each other well. You're right. Humanity is depressing. It might not be the cause of my depression, but it sure doesn't help. I agree. We're doing great and terrible at the same time. Sure. Yeah, man. We're failing and winning, dude. We're fail winning. Paul sees things as they are. They say that most miserable people are that way because we see problems. Yeah, well, I mean, look, dude, I'm not miserable. I'm doing okay, but I'm not gonna pretend that everything's hunky-dory because I'm doing okay. Paul, do a fucking fart? No, I'm not gonna do a fart, dude. You sucked your own dick a few times? Congratulations, bro. Positive thinking can change your brain chemistry over time. I'm sure it works for some people. Look, positive thinking is fine, and I try and employ it in my own life to the best of my ability, but I don't think that it's really all that useful to look at the political climate, the social climate, and pretend everything's fine. I don't think that makes you better. And I can't do the Carlin approach. You know, I can't just like completely remove myself and go, hey, none of it matters, it's all a big fucking show. I mean, look, I don't begrudge people that have that worldview, and I don't blame them either. But I just can't. Yeah, the do a fart thing, dude. It's gonna be the next Keck. The next Keck, the next Cuck, dude. The next Pepe, the next Harambe. Dicks out for Harambe. Vape Nation, Pakistan. Mario ever coming back with you on? No. I don't know. I'm sure that the guys would invite him on, but he's stated that he won't come on with me on. That's 2 people, dude. That's 2 people that will not come on. If Paul's ego is there, dude. Vigilant Christian Mario and Milo Yiannopoulos, dude. Won't come on. Not if Paul's there. Paul's ego. Have you ever watched any of Jeff Holiday's content? No. Do you think a majority of people in the world are good or the other way around? I don't even know how to quantify good. What's a good person and what's a bad person? Is a person that does a bad thing in their life automatically a bad person? How bad does the thing have to be to classify them as a bad person? I don't even like categorizing people like that. Good and bad doesn't really work in humanity. Good equals sane. I think a lot of sane people hurt a lot of other people. You know what I mean? Sane is one of those words, too, that doesn't mean a lot to me. I think you're one of the kindest and empathetic peasants. I don't understand why they are afraid. I don't think they're afraid of me. I don't think anybody's really all that afraid of me. I'm not a very fearful figure. How many keks are in a cuck? I don't know, dude. Can you see ultimately everything is one and shit on both sides of everything in the end? I don't know, man. Whatever. Whatever you got to do to get through the day, I guess. I've already made peace with the idea of death. I mean, my body will react with panic when I start to die. But I know I'm gonna die, and I don't really spend any time during the day worrying about it. I used to worry about my death a whole lot. Luckily, I learned to give that up and focus on other things. Really kind of a pointless thing to worry about, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna do a whole channel dedicated to creepypasta narration, reviews of horror movies, content about horror in general as a genre, film, book, you know, all of that stuff. So yeah, it's in the works. I've got some equipment on the way, and I did one creepypasta back in the day. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun, guys. What do you think of the xenomorph design for Alien Covenant? It looks pretty cool, man. I like the trailer. You ever made a difficult choice in life just to find out it was shit? Sure, man. Who hasn't made a fucking hard choice and then instantly regretted it? It's part of the learning process, I guess. Do I have high blood pressure? I have in the past had high blood pressure. My blood pressure now is pretty normal. It's kind of stress exacerbated high blood pressure, so... Do I plan on having any guests on this stream? Yeah, man. Scotty's been on it a few times. TJ was on it once. Well, as far as this stream, my friend Waylon is gonna come into town eventually, and I'm sure he'll sit down with me and chill. Pimp Monk's coming into town, and I'm sure if he's over here chilling with me smoking, he'll be willing to do a stream. What should your major be? You're asking the wrong dude. You need to ask yourself that question. What do you like doing? Do you even want to go to school? You realize your life is crazy awesome right now? Yeah, man. I try and keep my eye on that. I try and remind myself of that. It's Waylon, dude. Nobody knows how to spell Waylon, dude. Waylon, man. What's your favorite beer? My go-to like home base beer is Wayland Yutani, dude. Yeah, you spelled both of those wrong too. Wayland Yutani is W-A-Y-L or no, it's W-E-Y-L-A-N-D. And Yutani is with a Y, dude. Wallen. Wallen Yutani. I don't know that I'd vote for anybody at this point, much less an 80-year-old Bernie. I don't think Bernie's going to run again. I think his time done passed. I might be wrong. We'll see. No, I don't have any hope. I don't have any hope for any election in the United States unless things fundamentally change. We're not going to get what we need. My favorite weed I've smoked here in Washington. I got my hands on some Double Dream the last time I smoked, or one of the last times I copped, and like, dude, Double Dream's a Blue Dream derivative, and Blue Dream is kind of my home base. So that's probably been my favorite that I've smoked here so far. I get my hands on it whenever I can. It's a little expensive for me, so it's kind of an indulgence right now, but in the future it might be a little more common strain. Perhaps. Do you think you will have Donald Trump for another 4 years? Probably. I mean, like, look, it's pretty rare for a sitting president to be not reelected for a second term. It does happen. I think the last time it happened was George W. Bush's dad. George H.W. Bush in the 90s served one term as president. So it does happen, but it's pretty rare. I think Trump will probably be reelected unless they run somebody that is just absolutely wonderful. Unless the Democrats figure out how to run somebody that's just totally fucking awesome. Jimmy Carter, yeah, that's another president. Not in my lifetime though. Obama 2.0, yeah. Yeah, dude. I love this type of music. Takes me right back, man. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Be right back. I'm gonna rinse out the stallion here. I'll leave you guys with some Final Fantasy music. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Won't take me long. Okay. Time to, oh shit. All right. Thank you for bearing with me. Crank this down. And pack up a bowl here. The Chair Podcast with Chair and Chair. Opinion on Chrono Trigger? I love it. I have my controversial opinion on Chrono Trigger is that I actually like the PS1 sequel Chrono Cross a little better than I like Chrono Trigger. Chrono Cross, one of my favorite RPGs of all time. Chrono Trigger doesn't quite make the list. Still a great game though. Some great music. You smell awful? Dude. That's rough, man. I know, there was supposed to be a third one, never happened. Hopefully, maybe someday it'll happen, dude. They've got to know, right? That fucking, I don't know, dude. That franchise is ripe. My girlfriend enjoy my beard when we have an intimate relation. I don't know, ask her, man. I think it's safe to say that Balls Deep has been over. Yeah. Rainwave.cc. I think I've used it before, but I forgot what it was. I'll try it, dude. I'll try it. Thanks for the tip. Let me go to it real quick. I think I've heard of it before and or used it before. Apparently I have to sign up for this Rainwave thing. It's kind of lame. But I'm sure there's like other sites for that. So in your opinion, why did yourself and the peasants change the show? In my opinion, we changed the show because anytime you have a show and that show is stagnant for whatever reason, you've reached a level of comfortability with your content and you're not changing things, then that show is ostensibly dead. And we should always be changing, and we should always be looking for little ways to improve. And the move was very stressful for me. It was very stressful for everybody. Moving to a new city, a new studio, And I think we needed a refresher after all of that in a new place. We needed to update the show. We needed to make the show closer to what we want it to be. And I think that with the help of the fans and their feedback, we did that. And I feel really good about the show. You love Rush Limbaugh? I actually do like Rush Limbaugh. But I don't look at him the same way that other people do. He's a performer. Like, he's a guy that figured out a long time ago that there was an audience for this kind of rabid right-wing bullshit, and he just tapped into it. Remember when everyone loved Paul? No, I don't remember that. It's been a long time ago, my friend. When was the last time you shit yourself in public and in private? I don't remember either. It's been a while for both. I'll let you know the next time it happens, though. Yeah, they do make THC sex lube shit here. I've seen it. Do I read history? Yeah. I don't know where my book is at. Is that it right there? I think it is. This is the book that I've been reading. Ooh, I picked it up recently. It's a history of Rome. SPQR. Senidus Populus K Romanus. And it's really cool. I like to read history, and Roman history in particular. It's good. Yeah, I'm about halfway through it, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a great read. Paul Zigo, do you mind if I design a banner and avatar for your channel and updates since you're active again? Sure, man. I'd love that. I'm not real talented artistically at all, so that would be cool. Yeah, send it to me on Twitter or something. I'd really appreciate that. Nickelback is barely music. It's just bad music. Who do you think the greatest emperor of Rome was? I don't know, man. That's a hard question. That's a hard question, dude. Certainly not Commodus. Commodus's father. Who was Commodus's father? Marcus Aurelius. Yeah, Marcus Aurelius. Yeah, I think he was probably. He was definitely a well-loved and well-received military emperor, and definitely did more to spread the reach of the Roman Empire than most emperors before did. But he did manage to raise Commodus, who was possibly, I think arguably, the worst emperor. Commodus was put in a pretty tough situation. Now, Commodus was just an awful person put in a... I mean, of course, being emperor is a tough situation. Commodus, though, he was just not built. He's not built to lead. My favorite Studio Ghibli film would be Spirited Away. I know that's the very cliche answer, but I love that movie. I've seen Princess Mononoke. I like it, but I saw it a long time ago, and I haven't seen it recently. It's my favorite hentai, dude. Urutsoko doji kono dio da kono watashi wa. That's my favorite hentai. You should check it out. It's pretty hot. Devil's Backbone or Pan's Labyrinth. Why can't I pick both? I really like Pan's Labyrinth. Favorite whole song is Celebrity Skin, followed very closely by Miss World. Have you ever read Earth Abides? No, I have not read Earth Abides. How big is my dick? Just a hair under 6 inches, probably. In that vicinity. Would you call yourself a weeaboo? No. What is 6 inch in non-retarded units? I don't know how to convert inches to centimeters, man. You have to do that math on your own. Google that shit, bitch. Google that shit, bitch. Paul believes in God like a spiritual pussy, and he has said on record, I love Jesus Almighty. Yeah, dude. Chad, yeah, dude. Call me out, bro. Ashley's not satisfied with that perfectly average dick. I don't know, man. You have to ask her. Does weed make my anxiety worse? No, it doesn't. It used to, but that was because I didn't really understand. Like, I used to get panic attacks smoking weed before I really understood what weed does at different levels of high and how your body can feel and what different types of weed do to your body. Now that I understand that, I never have panic attacks on weed. But it's just because I understand what being high feels like. How girthy is my dick? I mean, it's pretty girthy. It's decent. I mean, look. It's a pretty average dick in every respect. It's nothing special. It's nothing to write home to mama about, but it gets the job done. Fuck me, man. Should you move to Colorado in a van? No. You shouldn't move anywhere in a fucking van. Get on your feet and then move somewhere when you can get an apartment. Well, I'm gonna try and lay down and get some sleep. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time, yeah.